the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on JaVale McGee.
You know, it seems that McGee has been on the highlight reel night after night since the day he got into this league. The incredible leaping ability, the length, the athleticism, really a combination that hardly any big men in the league have.
Yeah, he really shows a lot of energy, doesn't he? He really likes sending shots into the stands. He tries to block balls so hard that I worry the ball will pop at times. I mean, the smack of his hand against the ball is violent. It just doesn't make a soft noise. He whacks it hard, like the ball against a bat in baseball. It isn't just enough to block your shot. He's looking to embarrass you. The free throw drops for Bryant.
You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They shot the third most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
So he gets them both. And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard, because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season, and that just really carried over into the team's performance.
Here is Bryant after the made shot from Gallinari. And that one's good by Kobe.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lawson with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you know, it was a career year in terms of scoring for Danilo Gallinari last season. Not so much because he was more efficient with his shots, but he was just more aggressive in my mind. He looked for his shots more.
And for Gallinari, nice to see his three-point shooting bounce back last season. That became a nice part of his arsenal.
You know, it's strange. I mean, when he first came into the league, he looked like he was going to be one of the best shooters in the NBA, but his percentage dropped, I think, 4 straight seasons. But last year, finally back up in that 37, 38% range. So you add that to his slashing, and he's become much tougher to defend.
Good point. And he can't hit the second.
And Gallinari, a 6'10" small forward, highly skilled, excellent size, really good mobility as well. That makes him a really confident, capable player at both ends of the floor and gives him an advantage because of that 6'10" frame.
6 on the shot clock. Kaman's shot is good.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he could really get rolling.
McGee sets the pick for Lawson. Here's Fareed. Gasol with the block. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
15 seconds on the shot.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Fournier passes to Gallinari. 13 feet away. Chris Kaman with the rebound. And Gallinari, Clark, you mentioned, good size, moves his feet well defensively. I'll be anxious to see how he comes back from this blown knee.
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned the defense, Kevin. He's frequently called upon to guard some of the best players in the league, guys like LeBron or Kobe. Usually a man his size isn't going to draw a lot of perimeter defensive assignments, but Gallinari can really move.
Here's Lawson after Pau Gasol's bucket. A nice shot by Gallinari.
The assist, Ty Lawson.
Here is Nash. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Young kicks to Kobe. The shot is off. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Lawson and Kobe with the block. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lawson's against Bryant. Lawson up top. He dishes it to Fournier. In low to Faried. Just 5 to shoot.
Guys, I think Kenneth Faried was a steal for Denver with the 22nd pick of the 2012 NBA draft out of small Morehead State. His rookie season, he led the NBA in offensive rebounding rate, and he has not let up since.
That free throw missing. And for Faried, mostly a dunk and putback player offensively, though he has some touch we've seen around the rim.
He's worked hard at it, Kevin, because in college he really didn't show anything beyond 3 or 4 feet, but he's worked on that little 10-foot shot in the lane, and despite his height, he's never going to be a small forward. He's always going to be a power guy battling for position under the boards.
No luck that time either.
And while it wasn't the biggest win streak of the season, the Nuggets did have a pretty good rampage of their own from the end of February into March. And because it happened when the Heat were doing what they were doing, the Nuggets kind of flew under the radar.
McGee is screen on Nash. The shot's good from Lawson.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Nash. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Young. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Well, as you said, the Nuggets put together their big 15-game winning streak, but you know, Steve, since it happened when the Heat rattled off their big push, nobody really even seemed to notice.
That's right. It might have worked out in their favor anyway, Kevin, because, you know, that win streak really kind of put them into high gear and allowed them to climb into the 3rd spot in the West. Probably was nice not having the media focused on them and wanting to talk to them every day about what was happening in the Western Conference.
And that one falls for Young.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
And so Young nails them both. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, you know, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. Here's Nash. Ty Lawson making his last shot. Here's Kaman. Kenneth Faried pulls it in.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Lawson dishes to McGee. Kaman with the defensive effort. The Lakers in the lead. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Brian Shaw. Doris, what do you have to say?
Kevin, when I asked him about their game plan on the defensive end, he said they were looking to clog things up in the middle of the floor and not allow any clear looks at the basket from inside the paint. He feels if they can accomplish that, they'll have the upper hand on defense. Let's see how it plays out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Nash the pass to Bryant. Right side Gasol, stolen by Faried. Here's Fournier, defended by Bryant. The shot's good from Fournier.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And Nash, here we go. Outside Gasol. Shot from 12. And again, Kobe Bryant. Bryant's got 10 points.
You know, there's a lot of guys who can hit shots when they're left open, but I'm amazed by his ability to hit shots with defenders draped all over him.
Yeah, almost high-fiving him on the follow-through is what it looks like. He knows exactly how much space he needs to get his shot off, and he doesn't even worry about the rest of it.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Lawson right side, and McGee kicks to Lawson. Passes it to Gallinari. Outside for Lawson, just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline, and he gets it to go. Lawson's got 8 points. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Tries to save it, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. J.J. Hickson is checked in for JaVale McGee. Outside Hill. Pass to Nash. Shot clock at 6. Hill inside. Working on Hickson. Hill, no good. The Nuggets trail. Here's Fournier. Dishes to Hickson. And Fournier kicks to Gallinari. Denver the rebound. And another shot. Hickson with the bucket.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Now here's Kobe. 10 points for him. Gasol dishes to Bryant. Wants to get it to Hill, and does. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hickson. Kobe with it. Lays it up and banks it in. Kobe's got 12 points in the game.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Wants in the pass to Gallinari. The shot no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Nash gets a screen from Hill. Now, here is Lawson. He's got 8. Now, Gallinari. And Fournier kicks to Lawson. Kobe comes with a double team. The 3. That doesn't go either for Lawson. The Lakers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket.
Guys, you know, Ty Lawson last season signing that 4-year, $44 million extension with the Nuggets. Started off the season a bit slow, battled some injury issues, but all in all, another solid season from a young point guard who I think has all-star potential.
And the basket by Hill. And the Lakers lead by 3. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lawson dishes to Gallinari. Fareed outside. The pass to Hickson. Back to Lawson. It's up a 3. Bryant with the rebound. We're talking about Ty Lawson. So fast, he's tough to stay in front of.
Yeah, and great at drawing contact and finishing inside. When he gets ahead of steam, it's impossible to stop him. And he worked hard last year on his left hand. I think that's where he made a lot of improvement.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade for coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical. It's been fast. It's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Here's Lawson after the made shot from Young. And here's Miller. Shot clock at 6. Lawson the pass to Hickson, and he gets the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Blake with it, covered by Miller. The jump hook, and another basket for the Lakers.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Here's Blake, covered by Miller. Blake kicks to Johnson, lets it go from deep. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Lawson with it. Now guarded by Blake. And Lawson, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Steve Blake.
Ty Lawson out of North Carolina in his 5th season has really improved his playmaking in the league. Every year he's increased his number of assists and his rate of assists rather, and I love his speed as well.
The first free throw is good. And Lawson, Steve, you mentioned becoming more of a playmaker. Clark, he's also upping his scoring every year, so I'll throw it to you guys right now. You know, where is this kid going?
Well,
Steve?
Yeah, I'll take this. I mean, I think he's become an elite-level point guard. And for Denver to take that next step, you know, that's what it's going to take. He's going to have to become their Derrick Rose, their Tony Parker. And I think Lawson is on his way to doing that.
You know, a big reason that the Nuggets were able to finish with the 3rd best record in the West last season was they took care of business in the Western Conference. I mean, they went in every game against a conference opponent knowing what was on the line and handled business from there.
Here's Farmar. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The record for the Nuggets against the West ended at 38-14. Just 1 off the mark of the Thunder. Steve, for the best record within the conference.
Seemed like every time there was ground to be gained, Kevin, in the playoff race, the Nuggets came through. You know, teams in the West like to run a little bit, but I don't think anybody could really run with Denver. That's how they were able to both win at home and win in the conference.
And that one misses.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive, but certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
And the second free throw, good. Well, you talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark, one of the marquee franchises certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The dish now to Blake. Chandler against Gasol. Baseline jumper. Arthur grabs the board.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And don't go away. We'll be back at the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. So they've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
We've got Chris Kaman. Hill is out there with Johnson. Then there's Farmar. And it's Blake in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Hill dishes to Kaman. Great D that time from McGee. Nuggets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Lakers barely squeezed into the playoffs last season. Despite that, they had the largest luxury tax bill in the league, almost $30 million, more than double the next highest team in the Miami Heat. So maybe one silver lining for them with Dwight Howard deciding to move to Houston, the team won't have to shoulder the even more punitive taxes that began this season. Kevin?
Good point, Doris. Thanks.
Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
That free throw, no good. And Chris Kaman skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. The question mark with him is defensively. You know, his weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
And he sinks the second.
You know, you might have expected a team that finished third in the West to have a positive road record, but the Nuggets last season actually finished south of 500 when they left the Pepsi Center.
Now here is Miller. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive.
Here's Farmar. Jacks up a three. And again, the Lakers no good. Well, Clark, as you said, with the Nuggets on the road, 19-23 record for them on the road. What's the difference between them and the Thunder, Steve, in that division?
Well, they were so dominant at home, Kevin, and they always have been, just with their style of play and the altitude. But it's just tough to go out and play that same style on the road where you're running constantly. You're just more vulnerable defensively when you play that style when you're out on the road than you do when you play it at home.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And I love the penetration because we're seeing a team that's attacking the lane, forcing the defense to collapse, and you're going to see some easy points as a result.
Free throw drops for Hill.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And, Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and, of course, Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Clock at 4. Off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. left side, Bryant. The shot is good off the backboard. Bryant's got 14 points for the game.
He doesn't need to fade away on that move. He can go straight up, make it an easier shot.
Miller kicks to Chandler. From 15 feet away, rebounded by the Lakers. Young passes to Kobe. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And now just a 2-point Denver lead. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. It's deflected. Fournier dishes to Miller. Shot clock at 5. A baseline J, and Denver again with the bucket.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Nash. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And he gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Denver's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Miller kicks to Fournier. Back to Miller. Here's Chandler. Again, the miss by Chandler.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Bryant drives in. Keenan sets a screen for Bryant. He feeds it to Keenan. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Keenan's got 5.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse. You know, it's pretty hard not to ask the question after the Nuggets were bounced in the first round of the playoffs if, in fact, they were better constructed for the regular season than the playoffs.
First free throw is good. You know, continuing to talk about the Nuggets, it is a fair question to ask because this group, Steve, has been so successful in the regular season, but has yet to make a big splash in the postseason.
Yeah, I think they've advanced out of the first round one time in the last 9 seasons. So, I think it's a fair question, Kevin. I think you can win playing fast, but you have to have balance. Look at the Spurs last year. They played a very high tempo, but they played excellent defense as well. You've got to have some kind of a balance to win in the postseason.
Nash, the pass to Bryant. The feed to Kaman. Great D that time from Kenneth Faried. Denver in the lead. Miller with the ball. Guarded now by Nash. And it's slammed in by Faried.
You could see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Here's Nash after the made shot from Faried. Outside, Kobe. Ryan off the pick from Kaman. Kobe attacking. Fournier pulls it down.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
But they get it back. Kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Faried. Lays it up and banks it in. Faried's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Bryant dishes to Nash. The kick out to Young. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Young's got 8 points.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Denver calls timeout.
And you know, guys, Nash's workout regimen is the stuff of legends. At his age, he's in as good a condition as most second or third year players in the league. Still highly productive at 39 years old.
And so here's Denver. They lead by 4. And going back to Nash in his great condition. You watch it firsthand, Steve, and you have to wonder just how long, even with all those great techniques of getting his body ready to go, how long he's going to be able to play.
Well, last season, remember, he broke the bone in his leg that set him back. In fact, he missed most games he missed in 14 years. Normally been very durable. So, you know, Father Time, as they say, is undefeated, Kevin, and it's catching up with him.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Kobe is screen on Miller. Feeds to Kaman. Releases from 15. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver.
11 seconds. In for the Nuggets, J.J. Hickson.
Here's Kaman. 5 points in the game. 4 on the clock. Kobe goes in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Kobe's got 18 points in the game.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Miller kicks to Gallinari. Back to Miller. Left side, Miller. Rejected by Bryant. Now it's sent it to Doris from the sideline.
Guys, JaVale McGee, so much promise there. Teammate Andre Miller said, quote, he's starting to play the way we need him to. There's less of those scratch your head moments and more of those, now that's what I'm talking about moments. He can be a dominant player if given the chance. I think he's headed in a good direction. Guys, the talent is there.
And with his length and athleticism, he has all the tools. Doris, thank you. That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And the Lakers have possession. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Kaman with the ball. He's got 5. He kicks it to Bryant. That's good. Bryant's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Miller, the pass to Gallinari. Miller against Nash. Gallinari dishes to Miller. Passes it to Hickson. Clock is at 3. From the wing. And it's Gallinari missing. Lakers trail by 4. Kobe kicks to Young. And that one's good. Young's got 10 points in the game.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Now here's Nash. He dishes it to Bryant. Clock at 6. Pass to Kaman. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Miller, the pass to Hickson. Back to Miller. Miller, right side. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And, folks, what an outstanding array of talent we've got here. Just look at the list for all-time career scoring average. Jordan and Chamberlain and LeBron.
And, of course, those guys were much more than just scorers, Kevin. They were winners, champions. But, you know, as you work your way up that list, no question, that is elite company.
And the first one at the line is good.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Miller. 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the pass. His head up, eyes up, trying to find the open teammate.
Both free throws good for Miller.
You know, guys, it's amazing, but last season, Andre Miller said he hopes to play until he's 40 years old. Not many players have been able to accomplish that feat, but I think he's got a really good chance to do it with his style of play. He's a low-to-the-ground player, uses guile, strength, and savvy to get it done, and somehow he never is hurt or misses games. He's been remarkably durable throughout his career.
Now Hill, after the missed three from Fournier, good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jordan Hill. Lawson outside. Here's Hickson. Crew on the 14-footer. Hickson's got 6. And Andre Miller, right now 37 years of age. I think back in 1976 is when he's born, to be quite exact. And last January became the 8th player in NBA history to tally 15,000 points, over 7,500 assists.
Incredible career for Miller, still going at it. Terrific kind of old school point guard. I think he's the best lob passer in the game. He's also got a good low post game, just really crafty and unbelievable feel for the game.
Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And Lawson, here we go. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I love watching him, you know, with the pick and roll, Kevin, because as the ball handler in that scenario, he knows exactly how to use the defense and then set up the screen in advance. That's why he's so effective.
And here's another thing about him, Steve. Every time he gets his hands on the ball in the backcourt, he's a one-man fast break.
The first free throw is good.
Los Angeles having lots of trouble defending against Lawson.
He's got 13 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Yeah, those are always easy points. I mean, when you can get to the line and knock them down, sometimes that's the difference in the game, Clark.
And Lawson hits 2 free throws. There's 1:47 left to play in the first half. Here's Farmar. Lawson defending. Dishes to Blake. Fires for 3. Good. And Farmar gets the assist. Blake's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And Lawson with the drive. Out left to the wing. Fournier dishes to Miller. Lawson from outside. Rebound the Lakers. Farmar kicks to Blake. On the wing, Hill. The pass to Farmar. 4 on the shot clock. It's blocked. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Offensive rebound.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
The dish to Blake. He feeds it to Farmer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Back-to-back threes for them. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Lawson, here we go. Johnson with some nice D.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. That's just tremendous. You love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside and handle himself in the paint area.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I've got Kobe Bryant. And Kobe, tell us what's working for you guys defensively right now.
Oh, keeping them out of transition, really. I mean, that's really been the big key this half.
Kobe, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And folks, make sure to stay tuned in for halftime, and we'll be back right after that.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's time to bring you the halftime report on 2K Sports. The Lakers have been battling. The offense has been firing on all cylinders. This team is cooking. Kobe just having his way against the Nuggets. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. Also, a strong first half for Denver. Outstanding bench production. They've gotten a very nice lift, and that's made a huge difference for them on the scoreboard. Leading his team in scoring, Ty Lawson. He's up to 14 points, and he's also contributed on the glass. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Here's who Brian Shaw is starting the second half with. Lawson and Fournier man the backcourt. Down low, it's Fareed and JaVale McGee. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward position. Gallinari with the steal. The feed to Fournier. Back to Gallinari. Hits the jumper in space. Gallinari's got the first points of the second half here for the Nuggets.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence. And it really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
The Nuggets shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Watson the pass to McGee. It's the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Nuggets lead by 2. And going back to what Clark said, they didn't actually try to run that much based on tempo, more than what they might have been used to, certainly, Steve, but the D was a concern, a major one.
Well, it was really more about teams running wild on them instead of the other way around. You look at the Laker personnel, big front line last year with Howard and Gasol. The transition defense wasn't quite there. Throw in the injuries. They were never able to find that balance between good offense and solid defense.
The first one falls.
Check out the game for Kaman. He's got 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Now, you're right, Clark. He's done some really nice work inside.
He's off on the second.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's got 7. And shot on the way. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
This all setting the pick for Nash. Pass to Young for the lead. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it to Fournier. The shot's good from Faried. Fareed's got 9.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Nash dishes to Kobe. That one wide left. Denver leading by 3. Lawson outside. Lawson gets the screen from Faried. And Gallinari kicks to McGee. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
This all setting the pick for Nash. And he lays it straight in. Nash has got his second bucket.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin. Brian Shaw had some words for his team in that last timeout. The strategy included running the offense through Lawson. Coach turned to the team in the huddle and said, quote, "Tonight he's going to be the player that carries us. Let's start getting him more touches." He told them also they should be swarming to the basket at the offensive end. He wants a lot of bodies inside. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it. Guys, they have to get a hand in his face.
And Nash, here we go. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
He tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Denver. Outside, Kobe. Feeds it to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Kobe's never been shy about shooting. You know, a lot of people would argue that he gets maybe a little too shot happy sometimes, but you want a guy who's dominant. You want a guy who's not afraid, who's going to fail and just come right back and fire away the next time.
It's Nash with the drive. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Bryant.
Great interplay there between those 2 teammates.
And when you talk about Kobe's role offensively for the Lakers, it's worth mentioning last season was one of his most efficient scoring the basketball.
It really was, and you consider the turmoil that surrounded the Lakers all season. It was remarkable that Kobe was as even-keeled as he was, stayed focused, and start to finish, he delivered the type of all-star performance that he always does. Very impressive.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Hickson throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Lakers trail by 4, and the Lakers call time here.
Well, the curse of modern media is that as an NBA player, if you make a bad play or a stupid play, it's not going away anytime soon. And for J.J. Hickson, he had to know that that crazy pass he made was going to be a blooper and was going to stick around for a while.
Denver on D. 4-point game. Now Nash. Nick Young on the wing. Fires the three. But they'll get another chance. Kaman passes to Nash. And J.J. Hickson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Hickson against Kaman. Kobe goes in. Back to Kaman. He kicks it to Young. That's tipped. Chandler with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
I remember that pass from Hickson like it was yesterday. Just tried to move it up the court and sent it sailing into the second deck. He saw that go viral.
Well, in general, it seems that any great play or giant blooper gets sent around immediately due to social media. I call it the Uber exposure age, Kevin. So even the best players make ridiculous mistakes, and now with technology, everybody gets to see those blunders.
Clark, as if these teams and coaches and personnel people didn't have enough to worry about. Now they got the social media world to tangle with, too.
That's right.
Chandler hits them both.
Wilson Chandler last season, guys, got to the free throw line at the highest rate of his career. Part of the Denver Nuggets philosophy. They want to get to that free throw line and shoot a bunch of foul shots. And he's a good free throw shooter, so attacking and drawing fouls helped him and the team.
Now here's Kaman. He's got 8, and the shot is good. Kaman's got 10 points.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Hickson a screen on Nash. Lawson drives in. Fournier dishes to Lawson. On the wing, Chandler fires from deep. Rebound the Lakers. And for Wilson Chandler, he can get into the teeth of the defense with his quickness and finishing ability.
Not to mention hit the outside shot. It really puts the defense in a tough spot. You know, you have to chase him off that three-point line, but then he's got the ability to put the ball on the floor and either draw fouls or make that mid-range shot as well. He's a handful.
He is indeed. Hill, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Denver.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
Here's Fournier, 10 points for him. And that one's good. Hickson's got 4 this quarter.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Lakers trail by 4. Right side, Kobe. And that one's good. Bryant's got 26.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now, here is Lawson. He's got 14. Chandler. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 5th assist in this one. Nash against Lawson. Nash kicks to Kobe. Bryant off the pick from Hill. Fareed against Bryant. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Here's Lawson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Lawson's got 16.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Outside Bryant. Leaps for it. Kaman passes to Bryant. And he goes right over Kenneth Faried and slams it down. This game is going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over this.
Well, I just, you know what, Kev, come on, Kev, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Nick Young on the wing, covered by Fournier, out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Denver making a switch here. The Nuggets leading by 3. Lawson right side. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Without questions, last season was the best of J.J. Hickson's career. A new field goal high in terms of percentage, and his rebound rate went off the charts. Played his way into a nice contract, too.
He misses the free throw. And looking back for J.J. Hickson, this is a player who was waived back in 2012 by the Kings.
Yeah, he's bounced around a little bit, but I thought had an excellent season in Portland last year and solidified his position in this league. He's an active, energetic big man.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Hickson. He's got 10 points and 1 steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
He sure has, Clark. Both ends of the floor. I mean, his offense has been great, but defensively he's brought huge energy, too.
Now, here is Miller. After the miss from Farmer, Miller dishes to Lawson. Now, here is Miller. He's guarded closely. Rejected by Farmer. And another shot. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Hickson. Hickson's got 12 in the game.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He's one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when the rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Chris Kaman. Lawson outside. So the wing on the left. Passes it to Miller. Unloads. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feed. He's got 12.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
He was all alone on that one. Farmar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Lawson kicks to Chandler. Here's Hickson. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Hickson's got 14.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Blake passes to Farmar. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Denver leading by 5. Miller dishes to Lawson. Back to Miller. Miller right side. 5 on the clock. Lawson outside. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Blake with it. Now Lawson defending. Pass to Farmar. Back to Johnson. Fires at the elbow. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Miller outside. He dishes it to Lawson. Outside Lawson. Here's Chandler. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. 14 points for Wilson Chandler.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Here's Farmar. He's got 8. Lawson with the defensive effort there. Hill, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Miller kicks to Chandler. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Hickson sets the screen for Miller. Again, the Nuggets score. 6 seconds left in the third. Hill fires. And again, no good by the Lakers. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets leading by 8. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Hill is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the Laker 5. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And I'm sensing, guys, this game really starting to swing their way.
To me, it seems like they're taking charge as their lead gets more and more comfortable.
Now, here's Nash. Dishes it to Johnson. Now the pass to Hill. Nash with the screen on McGee. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Johnson outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And it's Gallinari again missing.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Kobe with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Nash gets a screen from Hill. Nash the pass to Gasol. Johnson for 3, and Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Denver making a switch here. The Nuggets leading by 10. Lawson kicks to McGee. In low to Fareed. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint. For the Lakers, they've really struggled against Fareed.
He has 11 points and also a block shot.
You know, he's been so good at both ends of the floor, guys, but what's impressed me the most is his offensive performance.
I don't know, Steve. I think the work he's done defensively has been pretty impressive, too.
LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The dish to Kobe. 7-foot shot. That's good. Bryant's got 32 points.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. McGee is screen on Young. Gallinari with it. Gasol covering. And Denver again with the bucket. And here's Nash. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for him here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this one done.
Now, here is Young. No good on the 3. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lawson against Nash. Lawson dishes to Fareed. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Timeout called the Lakers. We've seen Ty Lawson really having a great game.
He's in one heck of a groove with his scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He was not at all satisfied with their effort level, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Gasol. He feeds it to Kobe with the fadeaway. That's good. Bryant's got 14 points now in the second half.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without him. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here is Bryant. After the made shot from McGee, Keenan sets a screen for Gasol. From outside the arc, again, Young missing. Denver leading by 15. Lawson outside. And there's the feed to Gallinari. Back to Lawson. Pass to Gallinari. Gallinari gets the screen from McGee. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They've done a pretty nice job of taking care of the ball here tonight, but they've got to continue to do so to maintain this lead.
LA has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Nash. To the paint. Kobe passes to King. Lock at 6. And he gets it to go. Here's Fournier. Lawson outside. Kobe against Gallinari. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the game Gallinari has been having. 9 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them.
Boy, he's been so good both offensively and defensively, Clark. I'm not sure which way he's been better.
I don't think he's missed a beat at either end.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Gallinari hits them both. Lakers trail by 15. Nash kicks to Kobe. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. And so here's Denver. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. And Lawson with the drive. That's good.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Heyman's shot is good.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
Here's Fournier. Lawson with it. Nash with the block. Here's Fareed. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Gasol. Young with the ball. Now Lawson defending. There's the triple. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Young. Here's Fournier. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Now here's Kobe. Back to Nash. Lakers passing it around. Young's shot is off.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt.
Lawson dishes to McGee. Lawson the pass to McGee, and he bangs it home with one hand.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
And the Lakers have possession after the Nuggets pick up 2. And Young kicks to Bryant. Pick off in midair. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Lakers trail by 14. It's Young on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
Defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. The Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Young outside. Kicks it to Kobe. They swipe it. And here they come. Molinari with it, guarded now by Nash. Here's Lawson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
He's off on the first. That one is no good. Lakers trail by 11. Now here's Nash from the arc. Rebounded by Ty Lawson. Lawson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Feeds to Fournier. He kicks to Fareed. And that one's good. Fareed's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Now here's Nash. Gasol dishes to Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Molinari passes to Lawson. Molinari with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And McGee kicks to Lawson. Passes to Fareed. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fareed's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Pass to Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 15. Lawson drives in. Fournier dishes to Lawson. Now the pass to Gallinari. To JaVale McGee. That is good. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
The Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He said they need to start attacking in the open court. He doesn't want to see them operating in a strictly half-court offense. He wants their tempo to become more of a weapon. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Denver calls timeout.
You know, it seems to me Nick Young is a perfect guy to have coming off the bench because he's a volume shooter and scorer who can get hot in a hurry. But I think his best role is to play him kind of in a Jamal Crawford type role.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Going back to Nick Young, Clark, mostly a score.
He sure is, Kevin, an athletic 6'7" wing. I don't think there's any reason he can't be a plus rebounder and defender, but it's clear that his focus primarily has been on the offensive end.
Now, here is Lawson. Lock at 6. Gallinari inside the three-point line. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. And the Nuggets lead by 17. And Los Angeles guys shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Nuggets leading by 15. There's the lob to the hoop, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. It's Young on the wing. Nash against Lawson. Nash the pass to Keenan. Lock at 6. Puts it up from 17. Offensive rebound.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Gasol with the steal.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Nuggets.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
Depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Kenneth Faried. You have to love the way that he was closing out defensive trips. I mean, he would always body up and really be physical. That's why he ended up with so many boards.
And it's Gallinari missing. Now here's Bryant.
And nothing you can do to salvage this one at this point. Game over.
Not anymore. Any chance they had is gone. One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Now here is Lawson. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
Kobe kicks to Gasol. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Big group substitution here for Denver. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now Miller. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kenneth Faried.